Hey, welcome back. Here we are going to discuss the fourth and last force of all, their opinions. Opinions are like clay. With patience, attention to detail, and creativity, they can be molded. Think about every facet of your life and every topic in society. Opinions are everywhere, and I'm here to tell you that they matter. They matter a great deal. Regardless of what anybody else says or what they want to believe, opinions are important because they influence, and influence is what drives behavior. Consider the following topics: job interviews, the courtroom, athletics, home and family, fashion, social networks, parenting, nature, advertisements, religion, work resumes, dating, music and art, transportation, shopping, the office and work, marriage proposals, essay tests, a classroom at school, food preparation, politics, sales, friendships, and science. I know these topics reach almost every spectrum, but if you consider each one independently, you'll find that it's not just your opinion that matters. When you are engaged in any of these, it's also the opinion of someone else or of multiple people that can carry a weight of importance. And based on those opinions and the power and authority behind those opinions, different things occur. Were it not the case, we wouldn't have half the debates that we do in society. So what if people in the world have a negative opinion about your scars, about your story, or about your appearance? What if the people surrounding you and the new people you encounter have a negative opinion about you? Does that matter? Now, one might say, I don't care what other people think. Or, people can have whatever opinions about me that they want, but that doesn't change who I am or the way I'm going to be. Yes, your thoughts and opinions are priority, and you shouldn't get offended by the opinions of other people. But don't deceive yourself. Just because your opinions are priority, that doesn't mean the opinions of others don't have a place at all. And don't forget, everyone's opinions are capable to change, even your own. Together we need to firmly believe in the possibility of perceptual change for everyone. Society is better off when we help people change their opinions about scars and disfigurement. Change of this kind is accomplished by proving that we are capable, talented individuals who share the same potential as anyone else. It was Gandhi who said, "As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards him." Gandhi was right. I first experienced his rule of attitude change when I was 13 years old. At that time, my family had moved to a new side of town, and I was struggling to survive the emotional challenges of school. One day, after enduring an episode of intense criticism from some classmates, I found myself gazing out the window of the school bus, wondering if things were ever going to change. Normally, I would have doubted that they would. But that day, out of nowhere, a life-altering thought came to my mind. I pledge to become the most popular kid with scars on his face that anyone has ever seen. The words were a mixture of frustration and a determination to change my environment. And that day, those were the words I needed. It might sound immature, but at that time, popularity was a motivating factor for me. I was already attracting attention without even trying, but the attention was always negative. Perhaps if I were able to attract even more attention on a larger scale for reasons other than my odd appearance, things would change for me. To achieve this goal, I needed to show that I was fun, adventurous, and entertaining. There was one stipulation. I could no longer feel sorry for myself. I had to demonstrate to everyone that I was happy with being me, happy being in my own skin. To sell this idea, I had to be 100% convinced of it. For if I or anyone else didn't believe I was genuine, the idea simply wasn't going to work. This was the best scheme that had crossed my mind up to that stage in my life. At no point were my actions fake. By finally exposing who I was on the inside, for the first time, I would actually become a real person. I would bring that person to the surface and show the world who I really was. Before the thought of being the most popular kid with scars came to me, I was already everything I said I was going to be. Underneath the scars, I was fun, adventurous, and entertaining. I just wasn't good at magnifying those traits. I wasn't effective at helping other people see those qualities in me. But that became the area of life I was determined to improve. All I needed was that motivating factor, that original pledge to live differently. Popularity was a short-term motivator. I grew out of that a long time ago. Today, what motivates me is completely different. Something else drives me forward now. My current pledge says, quote, I will make a difference in people's lives by successfully helping as many as possible overcome the obstacles of having scars and disfigurement. Close quote. You see, a pledge is a statement that declares what your motivating factor is. It's that thing that you put faith in and fight for. The sound of your pledge should fortify you and resonate within you. It is a personal, solemn expression of the person you know you are. Your pledge doesn't need to be of value to anyone else but yourself. It should be realistic, obtainable, and communicate your sincere ambitions and feelings. Before starting a diet, an exercise routine, or any other kind of mind and body transformation, the person seeking change should have a clear idea of what they want to achieve. In a similar way, you and I should envision the persona we want to be at the end of our journey. That vision, that idea, that goal affirms what you expect to achieve out of life. It is the guiding statement that will direct and challenge you along the way. It is your motto. By your pledge, you will change your nature. And through this change, the attitude of the world will change towards you, just as Gandhi said. So, design your pledge. Here are some examples of real pledges that might help you gain inspiration. When my children started asking what happened to make me look so different from other people, I knew I had to change my ways. There can't be any more hiding. It's time to talk about what happened. My children and their children's children deserve to know that I am a survivor. I pledge to make my story heard. I pledge to not be afraid of how kids act towards me at school. My opinion is that I'm cool. I think my scars are cool too. I have always wanted to be a teacher. I dream to inspire and educate others, but I have always feared being in front of groups. I want to influence people, but I have been concerned about what an audience will think about me. I can't allow that to stop me anymore. I pledge to be the teacher I dream to be. With or without these scars, I will become a teacher. I pledge to not fear going into public. People can react to me however they want. I am grateful to be me, and nothing that anyone can say or do will diminish that. When people ask what happened to me from now on, I pledge to always have a response ready for them, and I will be happy to share it. I will respect the curiosity of people and will be true to my experiences. I have suffered a great deal, but I have also learned a lot on how to be strong. One thing I battle with is reacting with envy. I often wish I could look like other people. I know that's not realistic. Despite the odds, I know I have much to do and still a lot to be excited for. I pledge to forsake envy and all negative opinions about myself. I pledge to think positively about my birthmark. I have learned to recognize it as a positive attribute of my unique life story. I will not be ashamed of being different, and I will help other people see that I am perfectly fine with it. I have always thought my scars were preventing me from getting the jobs I wanted. I blamed my scars for every failed job interview and every missed promotion. I believed that to be a leader, you have to look like a leader. It was my attitude that was holding me back. A year ago, I changed my attitude, and now I have the job I want. I pledge to maintain a positive attitude in the workplace. I pledge to not stress about people's reactions to me. I know what to expect from them. I have been trained to be ready for anything. I am a rare case of strength. As stated, these are a few examples of pledges that people have made to change their lives. Now it's your turn. Design your pledge. Page 79 of the textbook is a document where you can design and write out your pledge. You can print it out. You can frame the page and hang it in a place that you see every day. Live by your pledge. Be true to it. Believe in it. And fight for it.
Thanks for listening. This concludes this segment of the Life with Scars program. For additional resources from Brady Armstrong or from Survivor Academy, visit survivoracademy.net and lifewithscars.com.